Hi everyone, I'm Bhanashi and I'm back here today with David Ricardo, who's the Vice President in our sourcing and vendor management team. David is actually an SME in the supplier relationship management space. David, why don't you give us a quick introduction?
Brilliant. Thanks, Banushi. Yeah, hi, everybody. So, Dave Ricardo, I've been a vice president at Everest Group for about the last year. But prior to that, I'd worked in consulting and I'd also spent 17 years at Microsoft as a senior procurement director, where I spent a lot of time around supplier relationship management, also looking at supplier innovation.
Great. Thanks, David. So we did want to get David on to talk about supplier innovation today. This is a part of our larger supplier management toolkit. We've done a lot of research into performance management, risk management, stratification and governance, and all aspects as it may concern VMO teams as a whole. But today our topic is specifically innovation, and I wanted to get David on board to tell us a little bit about how he sees suppliers, driving innovation in a company, or what he sees VMOs doing to drive better innovation in a company. So, David, what are the things that you think an organization can do?
Yeah, thanks, Banushi. So, I think there's a couple of things. First of all, I would say it's really important an organization is clear by what they mean by innovation. I think often that VMOs are asking for innovation from their suppliers, but no one's actually clear what that actually means. I think it's really important to be clear. I think then from a more tactical perspective, I think it's really important that you have a regular cadence of meetings with your service providers to make sure that you have meetings to check on progress. You also have sort of roadmap reviews where you can review what you're planning to do as an organization so your suppliers can bring innovation to that roadmap. So really sharing your strategy so they can contribute to that as well. I think it's also important to have really strong governance and contracting around it. So how are you going to put performance components within the contracts? Are you going to build innovation into your contracts? And also look at having some sort of dedicated innovation steering committee. So a group of people are really interested in how we're driving that through the contracting phase. And then the last thing that I've seen work really well is to develop some dedicated events where you can look for innovation from your service providers. So having a session where you might share your strategy on day one, but then you get your service providers to come with innovative ideas on the second or third day, where you can brainstorm and really develop jointly together. And I think that's how what really fosters innovation is if you do it jointly in collaboration with your service providers.
Yeah, I remember we were having this conversation about this event the other day, wherein in your previous organization you had done this large event for your CXM suppliers in particular, and there were some great ideas that came out of it, right? So I think that's a great way to actually, have a dedicated day to talk about innovation, and so many organizations are still not doing that. So great points there, David. And thanks a lot for joining this video today. I do want to encourage our viewers to check out our supply management toolkit. Innovation is just one topic that we've covered, but we've covered a large number of areas, as I mentioned previously in this video. So do check it out. But that's it for today. And thank you so much, David, for joining.
You're welcome.